Now, so far so good as well in 2004 for the UK's XN Checkout. They're a leading provider of electronic sales systems, and after a successful listing on AIM back in June, the company has swung into the black on the back of rising contract wins and a leaner cost structure. And it seems the good news doesn't end there. Ed Dayan, the CEO of XN Checkout, joins us now in the studio. Well, when we were last talking to you, you just listed. How's it gone since then?
Good morning. It's gone very well indeed. It's been 2 months now since we listed, and the thing that makes us happiest is the fact that we have achieved exactly what was expected of us, and that the current climate of trading for us is just right for us to continue to deliver to expectations.
I'm quite interested in the trending, because you work in some areas, hospitality markets, which I suppose is gaming we know is doing quite well, but entertainment, I mean, and hotels and pub business. Now, certainly on the pub side, you know, we've seen the numbers out of those guys hasn't been terribly good at all. Has that affected you?
It has affected us, and in fact, the 3-year expansion drive we undertook was to try and get away from reliance solely on the pub sector. Since then, we've implemented a strategy of diversifying our hospitality offering beyond just pubs. And we're really pleased to see that that strategy has worked, because in the first 6 months of this year, compared to the same period last year, we've actually doubled our hospitality sales.
And where have you done that? Is that in the gaming sector? We've had some great numbers out from William Hill and Ladbrokes, and obviously there's an appetite for it. Is that the market that you're picking up on?
We've certainly got enormous potential in that market, but a lot of the upside of this first half has actually come from our core market, which is very pleasing.
Okay, so where do you go from here? What are you now saying about, you know, the next 6 months?
Well, we have very little doubt that certainly the expectations which have been set by our brokers, Daniel Stewart, will be met. We have some tremendous opportunities in terms of the new technology we're creating. Remember, we're technology creators as opposed to technology traders. So if you take, for example, our gaming initiatives, we have a system today which will allow you to play the live roulette table from your hotel bedroom in your slippers while you wait for room service.
It all sounds quite nice. I'll order some champagne now. How important is, as you say, the technology? Because presumably you've got to come up with a system that will make it easier and provide cost savings for your clients. So investing in that is everything, isn't it?
It is everything, and we do invest an awful lot in technology research. However, all our customers are the same in one sense. They all seek competitive advantage, and that competitive advantage today comes from technology.
Now, I've also noticed you set up XN Asia, which is based in Singapore. How are you going to progress that business? What are your hopes for that business?
That business has taken a long time to produce any results, and we actually did slim it down considerably during at the end of the 3-year expansion period. However, it is showing some very promising signs of a return to profit, and in fact, this year we believe it will break even.
As far as the overall environment, as you say, you're talking technology, you've moved into other areas, diversifying. How do you measure sort of the overall environment at the moment?
We haven't known such a buoyant environment for some 5 years. We have an unprecedented number of pilot initiatives right now with some very, very big names, and we do believe that the hiatus in spending is pretty much over.
Do you get a sort of a backlog of orders, or do they, you know, sort of, is it very much invest in technology and then we sell the units?
If I could forecast when the orders will come in exactly, I'd be a very rich man indeed. It is unpredictable in terms of when the orders come in, but what you can tell is the amount of activity. If the activity level is high, then you know the orders will come in very, very thick and fast.
When you say activity, you mean lots of inquiries?
And pilot activity. Right. We actually have, you know, live installations right now in a number of different sectors where we want to be, with some very big names.
Is that the key? Is you design the technology with your clients?
That's right. That's right.
It's got to be practical.
We create the technology around their needs.
Okay, well, it's good to talk to you, Ed. I hope you'll come in again, and where your next set of results is at. Nice to see you.
Thank you for having me.
Ed Dayan, CEO of XN Checkout.